All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all honor and all glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whom I learned 100% truth from. Shalom, nice sincere Akim, pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to the refuge Akwaf that listen to tune in as well. And just wanted to touch on this video that I came across on the YouTube, and it just proves that civil war, all right, which is biblical, is coming, man, all right, and when that full blown civil war takes place, that's gonna turn into Jacob's trouble, man, all right, because even though a civil war is to the same nation going at each other, which in this case is Esau Edom. You're gonna have these lower level, six-pack Joe Blow type Edomites come up against the elite or the ruling class Edomites. Because they see that they were duped, out of their blessing, duped out of having a stake, at being at the top. All right. So this is gonna cause that civil war. But within that, it's going to turn on you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, you tribes, you Israelites, because you better believe once these Edomites, all right, and I'm speaking as a collective, once these Edomites, figure out that their kingdom is truly done, and that this place is through, they're gonna come after you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna raise, that old Esau spirit back up in these Edomites, man, where you go back into slavery. All right, you see the atrocities these Edomites were doing to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, skinning you, hanging you from trees, feeding your babies to alligators, man. And that old ancient spirit is gonna be roused up in these Edomites, man. All right, and this civil war is gonna pop off. I believe, just speaking as a man, I believe it's gonna pop off this year, man, because you got the famine coming. All right, you got all these different shortages. All right, people are gonna be getting laid off left and right, and that's gonna bring on that civil war, man. All right, really quick, I just wanted to grab a precept before I get to this video, and this is Ecclesiastes 3:8, and it reads, and when you start at Ecclesiastes 3:1, it tells you, roughly paraphrasing, that there's a time and a season to everything. All right, to everything there's a time and season, and we're in that season of war. All right, war on all fronts. Esau, Edom, the elite, these Edomites, they're waging war against you Israelites. All right, and then you're gonna have World War III fully pop off, and then you're gonna have this civil war, man, between these Egyptians. All right, these modern day Edomites, they're gonna go at each other. See, so let's read this. This is Ecclesiastes 3:8, and it reads, "A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war." All right, we're in a time of war, man. We're in a time of hate, man. Love of many is waxing cold. All right, no one is in that neighborly love spirit anymore. Neighbors are sizing each other up. All right, a time of war and a time of peace. All right, and guess what comes after? War, man? Peace. All right, once this Edomite kingdom goes down, and Yahweh Shai sets up the kingdom, there's going to be peace, man. So there's a time and a place for everything. All right, and it's important that you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know what time you're in. All right, this isn't a time to turn up, all right, at the club. We're in a time of war, man. all right? And it's gonna get physical very soon. So let's go ahead and grab this video clip. All right, we'll start at 24 minutes. I try to, just kind of see what see what these Edomites were talking about, and I'll just give you, all right, the we'll get the meat. We'll get the meat of it. But as you read the title, it reads 1776 Restoration Movement Roundtable. So these Edomites are they're meeting up, man. All right, they're discussing on what they're gonna do about this government. Because these Edomites feel, that their freedoms are being stripped. All right, and that's gonna cause that civil war. All right, in 1776 is when the United States got their freedom from Great Britain. All right, so it's it's a reason why they chose this name. 1776 Restoration Movement. All right. Nevertheless, go ahead and get into this clip.
These days, I noticed that when there's new people that come into the streams, you're having to do a lot of catch up. And you talked about sort of what the goal is of the movement. You've talked about sort of a plan, but could you give, for the new people, a very quick overview in the sense of what is the movement in the easiest, simplest terms about? And what do you want?
I think a large portion of the American population right now knows there's something wrong. They just aren't as in tune with political happenings as some of us are, but they know in their hearts, they feel something isn't right in our nation. Well, what's wrong in our nation is that our government has become so big and so bloated and so nasty and so vile that they are literally right now trampling on our individual liberties. One of the ways they do that, guys, is they are doing what's called collective liberties. They put a group together and they give them special liberty, or they give them special rights, if you will. Whenever you take a group of people and give them special rights, you immediately trample on the rights of those who are not in that group.
All right, and really quick, what is he speaking about? He's speaking about, all right, your LGTB, your transgenders, all right, and these Edomites, these Edomites, all right, they don't like that, man, because they feel as if they're being, like he said, trampled over, because you got Sleepy Joe. All he did was just take over what's his name, Hamite, President Barack Obama. He's just taking in his stead, continuing his agenda, which was ultimately the agenda of these elites. So these Edomites are getting roused up, man.
The Constitution does not do that. The Constitution gives everybody equal rights, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So that's just one of the ways that they're trampling on our individual liberties right now, is by, and that's purposeful. They're doing that on purpose. They're trying to divide us and make us fight with each other. If we don't stop that kind of idiocy in our government leaders, then none of us are going to have any rights. COVID-19 revealed the true nature of those in political office right now. It really revealed the nature of what they're about. My son, his job required that he have the you know what, and he done that to keep his job. Well, that's business. That business has the right to do whatever it wants to.
All right, so you see, man, that great divide is happening. All right, these you got these lower level Edomites. They're grouping up. and throughout all these states, especially in the red states, in the South, that civil war, man, is brewing. All right, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you better get your head out of the clouds, man. Let's go ahead and grab this. This is Isaiah 19:2, and the reason I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, all right, the modern day Egyptian, are the Edomites. They're in rulership, all right? So Yahweh Shemashah is going to set these Edomites against themselves. And what is that? Civil war, man. So civil war is biblical, all right? And it's going to happen. And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. So eventually people are gonna go at each other, man. And that's why these elites are causing, these food shortages, which it's all Yahweh Shemashah behind it. All right, but these elites, they're causing these food shortages, burning down, these food plants, killing all the chickens and turkeys, destroying the crops and destroying the wheat. That's gonna bring on that full blown, full blown everyone fighting against each other. Neighbors going at each other, man, for the lack of bread. City against city and kingdom against kingdom. All right. So civil war is coming, man. Civil war is scriptural. All right. This is not the time to be in a lackadaisical spirit, especially if you're a Negro, Latino, Native American, because you're already a target. All right. You better believe that once this civil war pops off, that the target is going to be you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans as well, man. You see? Right, really quick. Just want to grab this real quick because their group is called 1776 Restoration. All right, and it's a reason why they chose that. Let's read the 1776 Declaration of Independence. By issuing the Declaration of Independence adopted by the Continental Congress on July 4th, that's where you get your July 4th celebration. 1776, the 13 American colonies severed their political connections to Great Britain. All right, that's what this whole Civil War was going into. All right, Edomite on Edomite. The Declaration summarized the colonists' motivations for seeking independence. All right, so these Edomites feel that their freedoms are being infringed upon. So that's going to bring on these different coalitions in all these different states to go against their government. All right, and this is biblical, man. This is 2 Ezra 15:16, and it reads, "For there shall be sedition." All right, sedition goes into your angry uprisings against the government. All right, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." All right, so you have these different movements, groups. These Edomites, they aren't regarding their government. They're in the spirit of we have to stop these people, man. All right, so we're in that time. All right, we're in the time of that sedition, and it's going to play out very soon. "And the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right, so you got all these different coalitions, and Esau forming all these different groups and all these different states to go against their kings and princes. All right, these Edomites, they're pissed off All right, you know, the gas prices are going up, food prices going up, you know, food shortages. They're not able to fully enjoy, you know, their so-called freedoms like they once used to. You know, they're not able to really go and have a good time when gas is almost $5 a gallon, you know, and rising. You can't, you know, take camping trips and, you know, go, you know, barbecue and have a good time when meat prices and steak prices are, you know, at an all-time high. You know, you can't even go into a store, all right, and grab a steak like you used to, you know, for $8, $7, somewhere around there. You know, steaks are about $30, $40 a pop. You see? So these Edomites are these Edomites are hot, man. All right. See what else I want to grab. Yeah, I'll grab this. The American Civil War, April 12th, 1861, May 9th, 1865, also known by other names, was a civil war in the United States between the Union, states that remained loyal to the Federal Union, or the North, and the Confederacy, states that voted to succeed, or the South. All right, so you had the Edomites who, you know, they wanted to, you know, kind of get rid of slavery. All right, even though slavery still exists, they wanted to, you know, kind of make it more of a corporate slavery, you know, which were mainly the northern states and the eastern states, but the South wanted to continue, all right, to have Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans in that hardcore slavery. The central cause of the war was the status of slavery, especially the expansion of slavery into territories acquired as a result of the Louisiana Purchase and the Mexican-American War. All right, not really gonna go into this, but I just wanted to grab it because, you know, it showed that great divide between these Edomites. All right, and that's what you see happening now. You know, you got the elite. You know, right? They want to move into their new system, but you got these Edomites who want to keep, you know, the old America, man. All right, they want to keep their freedoms. They don't want this new transitioning into the NWO, and that's going to bring on that civil war, man. All right, and with that, we'll go ahead and end the lesson. Lord willing, this be edifying. Till next time, Shalom.